Hey, what's up, guys? It's J Rose here, back at again with another video. It's time for the quote of the day. Respect is earned, not given. That means when people think they can treat you a certain way, don't ask yourself, why are they treating me this way? Ask yourself, what did I do to make them think they could treat me this way? It's time for another video. Like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for supporting us this far. Hey, what's up, guys? It's another episode of the podcast. We're doing why your goals aren't being met in 2025.
Specifically this year.
100%.
What about the last couple of years?
Well, that's not the name of this video.
Well, I had to learn first before I could tell them how.
Oh, man. All right. All right. So, we got me. It's J Rose. Had to do a menacing look, I ain't gonna lie.
It's your boy, Cali KG. With the one up. And we got...
It's your favorite illegal Mexican, Kevin Wolf.
Everybody loves that one.
And we're trying a new setup today.
So make sure you guys leave down in the comments whether you like this setup or the old setup better. We might not have the TV in frame, or do we have the TV in frame?
I'm not sure.
Do not.
We absolutely don't.
So,
I mean, it's a little cold here, I'm not gonna lie.
Freezing.
So the fireplace on the TV ain't keeping us warm this time. It's all good though.
It's all good. All right, so we're gonna do a couple of topics this time. Well, a few. We got things such as focus, relationships, habits, and risk.
We got a 15-minute timer for each single topic, so we would keep track and keep it structured like everyone's been commenting.
Everyone has been commenting.
I have not seen a single comment like that underneath the last video.
However,
I guess
he doesn't read much.
Yeah, he doesn't read much, but don't worry. I have it on my iPad, so we have a timer.
A lot of Spanish people were commenting.
Absolutely. We got a big Spanish fan base. Maybe we should change the language.
We love the people in Mexico, unless
don't say that. We don't say that.
My bad.
But we love all of North America. All right, guys. We're gonna start off with the first topic: focus. So, Cali KG, how do you focus?
How do you focus? Hold up.
What? How you gonna put it on me? All right, man. Lock in. You create an environment where you feel focused. That means getting rid of all the distraction, like your TV, like Call of Duty, like the PlayStation. You got to get rid of all the distractions in the world. And you know what you do? You focus on deep work. You get rid of all those little colorful icons, like Keontae. And then you just throw them away.
I think he just called me.
How about you, Kevin?
Is that bad?
What do you think?
How do I focus? I buy some really expensive headphones. I turn it all the way up, and then I play a song that, motivates me back from the 80s. I can't name songs because, copyright infringement. But yeah, songs from the 80s definitely help to keep you in that one pace, and they keep you non-distracted, and it always helps you stay on the same path.
Do either of you guys journal?
I journal.
Define journal.
That means when you write stuff out on a notebook that you think. You can write it in different styles if you want.
Does my iPad count?
It can count.
It can count.
Absolutely.
Apple does have the whole little journaling thing, so no matter where you go, for some reason it's tracking you. So, like, for example, the other day I went to Buffalo Wild Wings, and then it gave me the prompt to say, "Yo."
That's such a random place to go to, and that just happens.
It's such a random prompt for Apple to be like, "How was your time at Buffalo Wild Wings? Journal it."
My iPhone doesn't do that.
My iPhone doesn't track me like that.
Oh shoot! Well, I keep my location on,
But no, honestly, I journal in different styles though. It depends on the topic at hand of the day. But
okay, I'd say if I were to focus though, now that I got a sense of how I'm answering these things, I go for walks. If I'm in deep thought about something, or maybe if I don't go for walks, I'll probably walk around in a circle as I'm thinking, or as I'm, trying
like
to
Sonic.
No.
He does walk around in circles as he thinks. He does that whole like.
Are you walking right now?
No.
As you did that, were you walking?
I can't walk. I'm stuck to the chair.
That's fair enough.
Or paraplegic, who knows? Guys. Well, Kevin, how else do you focus?
How else do I focus? It's simple. One of the main problems people have with focusing is it's a mental thing. You have to acknowledge that, you know what, today I'm going to focus because I want to self-improve. So if that means locking yourself in a room, which does help a lot, of you. When you're by yourself, man, you can get so much done in 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours by yourself.
It's true.
What do you do if you can't lock everybody out the room? Like, what if somebody's living with you?
You know what you do?
What?
You buy Beats, you buy AirPods, and you know what you do? You press the noise cancellation option.
You know?
And that zones everybody out.
It's not that great on every headphone. I ain't gonna lie, man. It'd be kind of trash sometimes.
But it helps me concentrate.
It helps you concentrate.
100%.
Hey, man. You need to focus on that 20%.
Now, if I were living with somebody and I wanted to focus, I'd push them out my room and just shut the door. They can go chill in the living room. I mean, should we living together? You don't have to be with me every fucking second of the freaking day. So it's like, you know,
saying that like you got that from experience.
No, I'm just saying, like,
if people bust in your room, Keontae, just don't let you be to yourself.
I mean, sometimes I bust in my room.
All right, if somebody's in my room, you know what I do? I tell them to get the fuck out. And you know what happens? You know what happens if they don't get out? Kevin gets them out for me.
He's right. You know, people think this hat is something else.
What do they think it is?
Sometimes when I want to focus, things that help me, I read certain books to help me do those things. I read like books like Deep Work. You got Atomic Habits. You got 48 Laws of Power. That's Kevin's favorite book. And then you got the books that Keontae reads.
Let me ask you. So when it comes to focus, how do you focus while reading those books? And how does reading those books help you become a better person in 2025? Is the fact that people might not be reading those books causing people to not be their best potential in 2025?
When it comes to creating systems that help you create better goals, you have to read certain books to help you with those things, because sometimes people can't visualize.
But what if they're more of a kinesthetic learner? What if they have to be more hands-on than visual?
Why do you have to be hands-on?
Well, because some people have different learning styles.
Do you have a different learning style, Keontae?
Yes, I am indeed a kinesthetic learner. I'd rather do something than to hear something than to read something.
No.
I'd rather do something.
You know what you can do? You know what you can do?
You
can go out and you can read a book. How about that? That's doing something.
Technically, reading is doing something.
That is doing something.
I'm just being honest. I ain't gonna lie. He kind of right on that.
You go out and read a book. You can listen to the book. I mean, unless you just, no offense to anybody, unless you're just blind, you can do the whole thing.
I'm gonna edit some black shades on the dude as he just did that.
That is terrible. But yeah, I have to create the environment. So that means turn off all the unnecessary stuff in the room. It wastes power anyway, I'm gonna be honest. And you know what I do? I just sit down and read. Or when you're at the gym, you can listen to it like an audiobook. And then you can just continue from where you were. You don't even have to really do much. And some of them be on YouTube. You don't even have to pay for it. It could be a free book.
So does the book itself help you focus? It's a book about focus?
Yeah, it's about focus. It's about creating an environment where you can work. It's about understanding what type of things don't bring the results that you need from that focus, so you don't waste time on unnecessary habits that you have.
All right, so how would one focus in order to read the book about how to focus?
I was thinking the exact same thing in my head.
You have to get used to boredom. You have to get used to boredom. So when you're sitting on that treadmill and you're just staring off into space or listening to music, and the music's the same music you've probably been listening to for months, you know what you can do? You can listen to an audiobook and then bring down that 2.5 seconds worth of attention span that you have. That Snapchat brain, that that Instagram Reels brain.
Everybody,
we're gonna make some of those, by the way. But that Instagram Reels brain.
Everybody who's gonna get to know me will know that I have a very, very short attention span. So
he doesn't when it comes to certain issues.
Yeah, to certain issues, I definitely don't.
You have to get used to boredom. You have to like rewire your brain. That frontal lobe, that stupidity up there. You have to like weed all that stuff out. Like Kevin.
We're only 24 years old, so our frontal lobes are not developed.
Kevin, why don't you tell us how you fully realize your focus?
All right, guys. Keontae, Justin, whoever's editing this, I'll start zooming into me on this. Guys, the best way I've learned to focus is find somebody inspirational. Find somebody in the back of your mind. You're like, you know what? I like their characteristics, their mantras, or whatever you like about them. And just watch their inspirational things on repeat while you're lifting weights, while you're reading a book, while you're trying to build something, whether it be a business, a YouTube channel, or even something for yourself, such as, you know, people like puzzles. Listen to them telling you to self-improve, tell them to do better. And it just magically works on its own. And don't interrupt me while I'm speaking. And that's what creates the best version of you. Always try to be better. But you got to find the correct person. Don't like somebody just because they're nice. Don't like somebody because I like the way their hair looks. No. Like their mindset. Like they're conquering. Like that they want to be better and different. That is how I stay focused in the mindset. Back to you, Justin.
I have a question for you.
I
disagree with almost everything you said.
No,
Reason being, don't find strength through motivation. There's only so many motivational videos. That attention span is not going to keep you motivated. You have to be used to being bored. Motivation is not a way of creating habits. It will eventually go right back to the same unmotivated person you were before you got that motivation.
And I quote, play the same ones over and over is the exact statement I said. I never said play it one time. Over and over. And you know how you get bored and it mentally I haven't said a word. I have not said a word this whole show. So don't do that. Don't do that. So like I said, play the same one and it mentally instills in you. But you weren't listening, were you?
No, it's not about motivation though.
It's not about you have that TikTok brain. No, you're interrupting me.
I let you speak your whole thing. You said
you know
you
what?
looked over
you
here.
Cut me off. You cut me off. Let me
That's
finish.
That TikTok brain. All right? That's that TikTok brain. All right.
You're seeing it firsthand, guys.
You're seeing it firsthand. All right?
I'm just chilling.
I disagree. I would say what you should do is get used to listening to long form content. Some of the best videos and some of the best inspiration, some of the best systems that you'll create are from longer form content. There's a lot of things that people miss because they don't want to watch the whole video. They cut it off after 4 minutes, after 2 minutes, after 3 seconds. They don't allow themselves to actually take in the full video. They watch like short 3-minute motivational things and they don't actually get like the full idea of where that thing is coming from. There's plenty of channels that do those 3-second clips, but after a while it starts getting old because they had to go to your phone. You had to click the clip, to click the next one. You had to click the next one. You had to click the next one. Well, you can listen to a longer form content video that actually feeds you all the knowledge you're supposed to know.
Okay, so what if it was a longer form content video of those 3-minute clips just compiled together?
I'm like, mine is an hour.
Those will usually be a lot of different concepts together, like those small clip videos of shows and stuff like that. It'll be like smaller clip videos of different ideas that people have. Usually, when you listen to the longer form ones, they all have like one congruent idea that they're bringing upon, like a podcast, like right now,
like starting a YouTube channel, and you see all these different YouTubers. Like for example, when I was starting my YouTube channel in the past, I would be looking up these motivational videos, and it'd be like 20-minute long videos of different YouTubers' stories and how they started from nothing.
30 seconds.
Oh shit. Well, I mean, you know what? Dun, 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 dun. Next topic. There we go. There we go. No, we did just have a strict timer on what we were doing, right? So fuck it. That's just how we end that, right?
You had 20 seconds.
Oh.
So the second topic is relationships. Kevin, how do you build healthy relationships?
How do you build healthy relationships?
Yeah.
The most common sense thing that nobody does.
Okay.
Communication.
Okay.
Communication is key, guys. Whether, the thing is, you cannot get angry. You have to hear them out. And remember, guys, you cannot punish the truth if you would like the truth.
That's fair. Keontae, how do you build healthy relationships?
And we're talking about relationships between like girlfriends and boyfriends.
It could be family. It could be family, friends, your girlfriend. If you like the other sex, I don't know. Your own sex, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how you go about your day.
Anyways,
I don't know how you go about your days. My mom is.
So, I will be the first to admit I am not the best at maintaining really good relationships. You know, from a young age, I was in a military family, always getting stationed all over the place. I mean, at some point, you know, we spend time in this one place, and then next, you know, we're moving to a different place. I mean, saying goodbye to somebody is extremely easy. But like Kevin said, what the fuck did you say? Oh my God, I'm stupid. Anyways,
TikTok brain.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
If me and Kevin agree on anything, it's that he can't keep his attention span together.
I just said that in the last.
Healthy relationships start at the base of communication.
Communication,
respect,
there you go.
Loyalty, and
To a
reciprocity.
I definitely say, for sure, you need to respect the person that you're trying to, you know, maintain a relationship with, whether it's friendship, platonic, family, or, you know, an actual relationship itself. I mean, you need to respect the person. Accept people for who they are.
I mean, so what is one way you build healthy relationships? Do you just keep it respectful, hope they keep it respectful for you, or is there a situation where they're not respectful and then you just kind of stay the same? Like, what's the change? What's the switch up between healthy and unhealthy?
Ultimately, the golden rule, we're all taught it as a kid. Treat people the way you want to be treated. So, despite being treated some type of way, I mean, sure, you could put your foot down and stuff like that, but at the same time, I still say maintain respectfulness as you're, you know, like self-respect and respectful for others as well. That way you can, like, you know, I guess.
I understand what he's saying, but I would say don't be a bootlicker though. Don't be somebody who like lets people stand all over you. You should ultimately be respectful of the people around you, but you shouldn't allow them to step all over you, because when they treat you wrong, they gonna keep doing it. They gonna figure out all the little weak spots you got, and they not gonna let any of it go. I would say just make sure the people you hang around, even the most people you hang around, because those people who just like respect you and respect everything you have going on.
Absolutely, guys. You just saw an example of that. I checked the camera, and the microphone was in his way, so I made our friendship by moving it and angle it so it's not blocking his face anymore.
You're such a good friend, Kevin.
Exactly.
You're such a fantastic,
great example. So, Justin, how do you maintain a healthy relationship? What is one key factor that you use?
So I'd say when you're building healthy relationships, you need to build it on respect and boundaries, because a lot of people don't know how to respect a lot of things that other people do. That doesn't mean abuse other people or control them necessarily. That means that you need to create healthy space from certain people when it comes to people that aren't helping you achieve your goals or, you know, any other things you're trying to do in life.
So yeah, surround yourself with like-minded people.
Absolutely.
Because if you're not around like-minded people, then you're not progressing in life. I mean, you could be around people. There are cool people, cool friends, cool people that you can like to hang around, but at the end of the day, if they're just cool people and they aren't really progressing you, then I mean, you know, the lesser of the two evils, you feel me?
The lesser of the two evils.
I mean,
so like, how do you know when somebody needs to be cut off?
Look, somebody needs to be cut off when I guess they get in the way of your life in a way to where you're not really making any progress. Like, and they're not even like, and they don't even support the progress that you're making.
So is there a situation where somebody could be saying they're respecting you and then they just keep doing the same thing over and over again?
Absolutely. And in that case, then I guess the lesser of the two evils, you feel me?
In my opinion, I disagree with that. I think you need to hang out with people who are always better than you in some shape or form, because it convinces you to do better.
Okay.
Whether it's money, fitness, confidence, or trying to do something with their life. If, for example, Justin J. Rose here is making 100K and I'm only making 80. Well, crap. Now I have to start pushing to make 100K too, so we can stay in playing field. Or let's say my good boy, the Cali Kage, is going to the gym 6 times a week. Well, crap. Now I have to go 7 just to be better than him. You guys start pushing each other to do better. That's why you need to hang out with people who are doing better than you.
But what about when you're the one not being better than them? Do they cut you off?
What did they cut you off?
Yeah. Well, that's why you have more than one friend.
I was thinking
you always
that too.
have friends that have more.
I was thinking that too.
You always have more. There's always a friend who's better than you at something else.
So you gotta also have somebody who's under you so you can lift them up too?
Yes, if they want to be lifted. Some people don't want to be lifted, some do.
You hear that? Be the middleman, everybody. If you do that, you won't get cut off.
I think it's better. I think if you're like the smartest one in your whole group all the time, nonstop, you're hanging out with the wrong people.
That's Justin.
Wait, I'm hanging out with the wrong... Wait, hold on, guys.
Who do you think set up all these mics and cameras, but I'm the wrong...
I can't do this. All right, guys, we're back. Yay! I figured out that they're not as bad as I thought they were.
The grass wasn't greener on the other side.
It's never green on the other side.
He missed me. I ain't gonna lie.
I probably did.
I got a very long text message. I'll read it out to you guys.
Did ChatGPT send you a long message?
Huh?
I had a genuine question for you guys.
Okay, what's going on?
So, a healthy relationship is also built on trust, correct?
Absolutely.
Something like that.
I wouldn't say parents because most people are going to say no. If your partner wants to look at your phone, is it really unhealthy for you to give them the phone? Yes or no?
I believe it is not a healthy thing.
I believe that it is and isn't, depending on the reasoning and how often it happens.
No. Reason being is because it's a slippery slope. It's one of those things that start off one way. Now they want to know where you are at all times. Now they're staring at you. Now they're wondering where you at when you're going to sleep and you don't answer the phone. Now you're in a situation where people don't respect your time and your space. Because imagine I'm working on something important like this right here, right? And they're constantly texting me like, where are you at? What you doing? What's going on? And they don't even allow you the space to do things you want to do. That would be something that hinders your goals for sure.
That would be something that hinders your goals for sure.
You, James?
If it was to reassure somebody, your partner, maybe for the one time that, okay, nothing's going on, because everybody has their certain, I guess, doubts, I guess, and we're only human. If it was to reassure somebody for the one time, cool. But if it keeps on happening and happening and happening, then it's like, okay.
No, I have a genuine question for you, though. Because, like, some people do things in order to, like, cover up themselves. They'll ask you questions like that. Like, can I look at your phone to cover up your own phone?
That's fair.
They'll ask you questions like, have you been hanging out with somebody else? And they're doing it to cover up themselves.
Fair.
They hang up the phone and say, oh, I got something else to do. When they're doing it themselves. They kind of question you, so then you feel all defensive instead of allowing yourself to have a healthy connection. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So
I wonder, what would you say to stuff like that? How do you determine whether that person is worthy, I guess, of your phone password or face ID or whatever, or your little fingerprint? How do you determine that person is worthy enough to open your messages or your photos or whatever you got going on?
I just feel like that's a good question.
Even your parents, I'd say, even if they paying for the phone, it's kind of wild to just go into somebody's privacy and just open their door and just come in while they're not. How do you determine whether that person is like allowed to do stuff like that?
I mean, if you have nothing to hide, then there shouldn't be anything wrong with it. Cool, but at the same time, I also feel like, just as human beings, even in a relationship, even if they were your parents, everybody has the right to their own amount of privacy.
So, like, do you think like you would ever look at somebody else's phone just cause?
I'm not that interested in anybody else's phone.
Okay, nah, I mean, I'm not either, but I'm just asking because, like, you're saying it's okay for them to do it to you. So, like, do you just do that too? Like, is it just like a? Did they be hitting you with the? Or like they had a little privacy screen? They're like, Keontae, yeah, let's go get some food. Do they just like just hide it from you?
Like, relationship wise, I mean, so if you have trust, why would you need to go to?
So like, for instance, like if you're paying for your partner's phone, do you think you should
have access to it? Like if you're paying the bill? No.
Okay.
No.
I'm not saying I would. I'm just asking a question.
No.
Kevin, if you think you're paying for her phone, do you think you should be able to, or his, or I don't know what you got going on, but their partner's phone, you should look at it?
In my opinion, well, to convey both questions you said earlier, when can they look at my phone? In my opinion, and you can do your own research because everyone's different. They have to earn that from you. By that I mean, for example, if she leaves her phone unlocked and she goes away and her phone's unlocked, or if you say, "Let me see your phone," and she just hands it to you with no issue, or she posts you on social media, or she does things around that nature, then okay. Because like my best friend there, the Kali Kage, said, I have nothing to hide. So personally, if she wants my location, sure. I mean, I ain't got nothing to hide. Or if she wants to look at my Instagram or my messages, okay. I mean, the most you're going to find in there is, we're not going to leak the group chat, guys. But you know what I mean by we're not leaking the group chat. That's about as bad as you're going to find. So what if they're doing that
to, like, manipulate? So, like, for instance, I know people, like, when they're doing something a little off the table, they'll give you their phone to, like, sort of make you think, oh, it's open or whatever. And
No. I mean, like, for example, let's say you guys are watching a movie and her phone is just right there. She's like, oh, I'm going to go to the bathroom. And she just walks away and her phone's right there just unlocked. And let's say you choose to grab it and look at it, and she doesn't get mad. Well, I think I don't see anything wrong with it personally, but I'm not talking about she has your location. Where are you at? Why are you here at this hour? Here, where are you here every 5 seconds? No. I mean, hey, what are you doing there? Oh, I'm chilling with the boys. Okay. Or who's that? Coworker. Okay. It's okay, because I understand some people are, I don't want to say insecure, but people are nervous because, nowadays, it's 2025, loyalty's a hard thing to find. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it is.
And, if it reassures her that, here you go, who's that? That's such and such. Okay. And I personally don't see a problem with it on my personal level, but they have to earn it from you. Like I said, I'm not saying start talking and give her your phone. No. She has to earn it from you.
So, like, if somebody has like a business per se or something like that, and they're always getting like notification stuff, how would y'all work through that?
I mean, I'd hope that she'd understand and respect the fact that it's a business.
No, I'm saying, like, so for instance, like, what if she constantly has like ding ding
30 seconds?
Yeah.
I mean, it's her business. What can I say? I mean,
personally,
she's making money.
Personally, I'd say I'll just buy her another phone for her business and make this one strictly business. Kind of like how I purchased this iPad for this podcast only.
I'd say work with her, so all the connections and stuff. You might be able to network with her. I don't know.
That's fair. 5 seconds.
But it becomes a different story when they tell you not.
All right, guys, on to our next topic: habits. What are some of your bad habits, Keontae?
I'd like to say I am not the most organized person.
Okay, Kevin?
I don't get enough sleep.
Okay. Why do y'all believe that those things are bad habits? Let's start with you, Kevin.
My eyes. The bags under my eyes tell me why it's a bad habit.
You can put on like that makeup, those news stations we put on people's faces if you want.
You mean that station?
Yeah, that. What about you, Keontae? Why do you think that is a bad habit?
First off, I too do not get enough sleep.
But do you two work out?
That's why I don't get enough sleep. I have to cram it in somewhere.
I mean, it's better if you get sleep because a lot of the problems of trying to tote up and all that stuff come from not sleeping properly.
Well,
what about you?
I don't necessarily work out as regular as I should.
Okay, you're honest.
But I mean, I don't know. I just don't sleep.
Why don't you sleep, Keontae? Huh? No, I'm just asking a question. Why don't you sleep? You work hard. You just get distracted and stay up playing video games all night.
No, we know what he's really doing.
Oh, what's that?
At 3 in the morning.
Maybe not. I don't know. It depends. I don't know.
Is it that Stanley Parable you were talking about last episode?
The Stanley Parable game.
No, I don't know. I just sometimes you just sleep deprived. I don't know.
You should get some pills for that. Kevin, what about you? Why don't you sleep?
I try to cram the gym in somewhere, and then I wake up early because I like to finish my work earlier. And then I like to hang out with my best friend Justin and edit these videos because editing these videos are not fun.
I'll tell you why I don't sleep. I don't sleep because we need to work hard. We need to get somewhere in life. We need to stop sitting around all day. How about that?
He's right. I mean, we're kind of sitting around now, but
we're kind of sitting around now, but it's for a job. Keontae, do you think you could dedicate yourself to not being sleep deprived for no reason?
Yes. I mean,
No reason is crazy.
I mean, he said that himself. I'm just reiterating.
I can. Maybe I should just start sleeping a little bit more. You know, I'm a night owl. And
Maybe make sleep rewarding for yourself. How about that?
What do you mean?
Well, when you're creating better habits, first of all, you got to make the habit obvious. As you already said, you don't get enough sleep. You know what the problem is, right?
Essentially.
You got to make the sleep attractive. That means, I don't know, make your bed up, make it easy for yourself to just lay down and fall asleep, and make it a satisfying sleep. That means no hitting your head on the wall at night. How about you, Kevin?
Take a nice shower before you go to sleep.
Yeah. I mean, in order for you to save a lot of time, how about one thing you could do personally? I would say this. You have your gym clothes ready and all stuff, so you ain't got to get all this stuff prepared. You take your shower earlier, and you might get 1 minute more sleep. I ain't gonna lie, it's probably not gonna be that much, but you can get 1 more minute of sleep.
A minute is crazy.
A lot of people don't get but a couple hours.
A couple hours is a lot.
But for me, one thing I don't do, when it comes to getting up for work, it's pretty hard. I ain't gonna lie. I usually am supposed to be up probably about 2:30 in the morning, so it's kind of hard. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. I don't necessarily think that's hard for me. I mean,
you don't think that's hard for you?
I think going to sleep is
Kevin, let's do more videos then. Hit the button.
More video, let's go!
Yes, sir. He can do AM. Yes, sir.
No,
yes, sir.
I think I'm saying waking up in general.
Oh,
Going to sleep is definitely
had me happy.
Going to sleep is definitely hard, but waking up, no, I can pretty much wake up like, okay.
Why just take some sleeping gummies?
I unplugged my mic.
Oh no! Please fix your mic.
Fix your
Right out of your headphones. Now you can't hear the conversation.
Hey guys, I can hear you guys again.
Let's go.
What are some good habits you guys have, or at least try and do?
Some good habits. I look at one motivational video a day to remind myself to stay on track of my mission of being different than everybody else.
I am never late on my bills.
That too.
Okay.
That is
okay.
great.
Do you guys believe you need to create some new ones? I don't know.
Create new habits.
Definitely.
Besides sleeping,
I don't know.
Oh, actually, yeah, you're right. I need to do more. I need to create the habit of learning one new podcast skill a day. Whether it's watching a 5-minute video explaining how to convey a conversation or, inadequate my points and sound more professional.
We should have listened to that storytelling class in 6th grade.
Yeah, the storytelling class probably would have came in major clutch right now. Shout out to Miss Johnson right there.
The rising and the falling action.
And the climax.
The climax.
I think my stories are pretty good.
You think your stories are pretty good?
Sort of, kind of. Not really. I don't know. Like,
what about those comic books?
Okay, well, comic books are pretty good. I think my imagination when it's going is good, but sometimes I just get writer's block.
That could be your way of journaling.
Actually, why do you guys believe it's hard for people to create good habits but it's easy to fall into bad ones?
I think because, first of all, you have to target the habit. You got to understand what the problem is. And a lot of people don't know what they're doing. Like, sometimes you may...
Let's say I'm fat.
Yeah, okay, so it's obvious. That's an obviously bad habit, right?
Uh-huh.
A lot of people are lazy. Some people say genetics. But a lot of people are lazy. I'm not saying everybody is. Some people got really good skills even when they're fat. But I think the first thing you should do is try and target the habit, figure out what it is, because being fat is like something obvious. Obviously, people are going to probably insult Keontae all the time.
Yeah, Keontae's pretty fat.
Pretty fat. Terrible.
Look, I think that bad habits are easy to fall into because a lot of them, we've been saying it a whole lot, they come with instant gratification. But the good habits, in order to learn those, you gotta be disciplined and have I guess, an understanding of the value of delayed gratification. So you pick up these good habits so that later you can be like, okay, good, I did this.
I somewhat agree,
Versus,
but I don't completely agree, because I think it's not necessarily about motivation, discipline. I think it's about creating a system so then you can follow it. Because doing that 1%, like putting your gym clothes on the bed, or making sure you don't have all the drinks you normally drink when you're drinking sodas and Red Bulls and all the other stuff, you don't have them straight in your face, so then you don't constantly think those things are just easily accessible, or the bad habits, at least the bad things that you look at. When you have good habits, you can make it rewarding for yourself. I don't know, man.
That's why your phone is on grayscale.
That is why my phone is on grayscale.
His reward for going to the gym is he can see color.
I can see color and I can drink a smoothie. You ever see 1984? That's a pretty good idea.
I think the reason people are into bad habits is because humans are naturally lazy. If it's more convenient, I will do that.
And that's why we have all these inventions.
Remember back then you had to download your music? Now we have Spotify.
And
I don't even think humans are necessarily lazy. I think like a lot of things just grab your attention. It's like information overload. You get kind of tired of all the things you're looking at because there's so many colors and beautiful things about the world. That's nice and all, but it distracts you from making your goals work.
And before you had to download your music, there was a time that people actually just had to play a music.
They still do play music, by the way.
Nah,
sure
but
do.
I mean to listen. Hey, play that song for me again. Okay. Do. I don't know. Just imagine that. That's Spotify.
But
Sure is.
no, the small things matter too. I think the small things compound into bigger things, like that 1% of that $20 you put into a stock. It can go up to 27, then 30, then 40, then 400. Now all of a sudden you're at $1,000. It just depends on how far you're willing to go to achieve your desired result. But it always starts off with that first step. It takes 28 days to create a new habit. So that means for every day you work out, or you find a new person to hang out with, or you read that book, it takes 27 days to sort of solidify that for yourself.
So if your girlfriend cheats 27 days in a row, that's just a new habit?
She was a cheater before she met you. She didn't start cheating strictly because she was with you, but she was a cheater before she met you. Unless you're just that bad, but I know you for a minute. You're not that. What about you, Kevin? Do you think a girl could cheat on you 27 times?
There wouldn't be 20. There wouldn't be 26 of those times. It's end the conversation. Goodbye.
Exactly.
But what if she doesn't let you find out?
What if she doesn't let you find out? Then you should be better at being an investigator, I guess, or vet your partner better. I don't know, man.
You shouldn't be committing to her. You should be getting to know her first and then committing to her. You should catch on to the science really quickly.
And also, other people's opinions can help too, because if they know her, they can kind of weed out things that you're kind of, I guess, not sure about.
10 seconds.
I guess we just got off track. So,
I mean, that's all a part of building habits, though. It's all a part of the same system.
And we're done.
All right, guys, it's time for the next topic. Let's do risk. Keontae, what do you do when playing Prize Picks?
When playing Prize Picks, of course, you're taking a risk, a big risk. You're taking a risk of your $20 bill that you've worked so hard to get. Not necessarily a $20 bill, but a $20 that you didn't work so hard to get in order to make $500 with a 6-man lineup that you bet more, thinking that, hey, you did enough research. But then guess what? As you're watching that basketball game, you see that freaking Luka Doncic freaking scored under 16 points. And guess what? Your 20 now gets multiplied into 40 instead of 500. But you think that's bad? Nah, that could have been good. However, look, you got Danica Patrick over here. She lost her freaking race.
It ain't that deep.
It is that deep.
It ain't that deep.
What I'm trying to tell you guys is do not gamble. Risks are good, but gambling is not good.
Look. So, Kevin.
Yes.
Mr. Lopez.
Yes.
What do you do when you see that stock go in there and you have that last $50 and you feel like you should put it in there? Do you risk that?
You put 20% of what you have left into a stock and keep the rest for yourself.
Even if it's your food money?
5%.
Terrible. Hey, man, it takes 5% out to get that Robinhood going. I'm not gonna lie to you. But Keontae, when you took that young lady out, what did you risk? Did you put risk into that when you thought about it?
I mean,
you think they cost more than they had you think they cost more than they put up front? You just go on dates and not get anything from it?
I mean, I feel like going out on a date in itself is a risk because I mean you took the risk in the first place to even ask her out on a date, or you even took a risk in the first place to even talk to the girl in the first place. But date wise, it is a risk because you never know, like, you know, if she's gonna like it, if she's gonna like this place, if she's gonna like you, if you're gonna like the vibe, if the whole day is gonna be good. It's a risk to step outside. What if we get killed?
Even after all that, what's one thing y'all learned from those risks, Kevin?
You win some and you lose some.
Keontae?
If you never go, you never know.
I think one thing I've learned is don't put up more than you're willing to lose unless it's a protected asset. So that means
don't take risks.
No, that does not mean don't take risks. Risk can be small and risk can be big.
And protected.
You can spend those $8 on Starbucks or you can spend $8 on the stock. Either way, it does not matter.
I mean, it does matter because one is just you getting coffee.
If I lose it, does it matter?
Yes.
Justin, you make $3,000 a day. I don't think it matters to you.
You're absolutely right. But Keontae.
Yes, sir.
What's one way you feel as though you could better protect yourself when you're making risks?
I can watch my bank account.
Do you not watch it? Do you let it get that?
I risk my bank account every single week.
By
spending money.
On?
Shit. I don't know.
God.
Oh, my Lord.
Look, I'm just saying, having bad spending habits is also a risk in itself, and that will not make you a better person in 2025. You guys got to learn how to budget and manage your stuff. It's cool to splurge on things. That's cool. But remember, when you splurge in the moment, you're risking the future, and that ain't good. Sometimes you guys gotta save that money. Like I said, delayed gratification. That's the best way to put it.
I think the best way to do it is to understand all the things that you're applying your risk to. I mean, study the things that you're putting your money into, or your asset, whatever you're putting into it.
Are you sick?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I said that in the beginning of the episode. Have you been paying attention?
No.
TikTok.
That's what I'm saying. The TikTok voice. I did say.
I quite literally said I was sick.
You sure did.
He sure did. I'm going to say that just to agree.
Terrible. So I would say when you're applying yourself to risk, I think you should understand those things that you're trying to put your time into. That means like when you're on Robinhood, I would study the stocks that you're putting your money into, study the programs at which you putting your stuff into, understand the ups and the downs, read a chart. And when you have him, make sure he doesn't hit you across the head because he's pissed off at you at 3:00 in the morning. Kevin, how do you feel?
Phenomenal.
Did you risk yourself coming here today?
Everything you see on the camera was an investment and a risk.
Absolutely.
It was not cheap. It was not easy. But it'll be worth it in the end.
And why do you say that?
Because everything is a risk.
Everything.
Higher risk, high reward.
And I think that taking a chance on what you want to do is definitely a risk itself. I mean, I just said you're taking a chance. What I'm saying is that you're not going to win them all. You're going to lose some, you're going to win some. However, failure isn't just like a failure. You can learn from it. Take the risk.
Okay.
Because failure is going to happen. A lot of the successful people up in the future, not in the future, my bad. A lot of the successful people, maybe like Elon Musk or
Mr. Bezos.
There we go. They've all failed so many times, but now look at that. They kept on going and going. If you don't take the first step, you're just going to stay in the same place and life is going to pass you by.
I think I disagree with some of that. Reason being, I don't think everything is done by chance. I think you put yourself in the position at which you're doing those things. So like Jeff Bezos or, I don't know, Clark Kent, I don't know, Kevin Lopez, even you.
What do you mean Clark Kent? You mean like
I said the same thing.
Nah, I'm messing with you. But, nah, I think they did put themselves in the position to where they could do what they felt was right. I think because people put themselves around certain networks, they put themselves around certain knowledge, they put themselves around certain environments where they could truly focus on what they want to do. So, like for instance, if people get investments or they talk to different people about things they want, they know that those people, as for instance Kevin said, you hang around people that will really have your back. You wouldn't hang around people that don't. So when you're applying yourself to risk, you put yourself in those situations for that chance to happen. Because I don't believe in too much chance. I believe there's some of it, but not all of it. Because you, at the end of the day, are there regardless of whether it was a chance or not. You put yourself in the position where you could apply the risk.
But what about the people who aren't dealt the same cards as Jeff Bezos or any of them?
You still put yourself in the position to apply the risk.
Like Tyler Perry, for example. Dude was homeless on the street. And
why was he homeless?
Shit if I know. But he was writing down his stuff, taking a risk, and turned it in. And look at him. Now he got Tyler Perry Studios over here in Atlanta.
Regardless, not knocking Tyler Perry, but I'm saying regardless of whether you did something like that or you're Jeff Bezos, you still put yourself in a position to be that way, to get where you are today.
I don't believe in the environment creates you. Not at all. Because
that's true.
Because you can grow up in the most nicest area. You can still be a terrible person. You can grow up in the poorest area. You can have a business mindset. There's people are all around it. It's just what's in here, man.
I grew up in Atlanta.
In here.
I'm not.
But wouldn't you say a lot of that has to do with the environment which you put yourself in? Because if you don't have an environment of like books and other things to read or like watch or anything like that.
I mean, in the aspect of you're complaining or you're upset, but that's not because of your environment. That's a you decision.
Yeah, but you stood there, like you went there. You were dealt your hands, but you still went to the place to I don't know, to bet all your money on one team, or you went to the casino and bet all your money on those tokens. I mean, it's just the way it was, right?
At the end of the day, you gotta use the Keontae line. It's all good.
It be like that sometimes.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's my thing. It be like that sometimes.
Time. All right, guys. So the next topic we're gonna hit about is fitness, and I'm not talking about just going to the gym. I'm talking about what's in here, and what's in here.
So what did
you just point out?
What is here?
My heart.
What if here just
my stomach? my stomach, because you know what you eat matters.
Okay.
You know, if I don't have a healthy body, you don't have a healthy mindset.
So that pizza you just bought us, you messed us up, man.
You ruined it for the rest of us.
You ruined it for the rest of us, man. You know who could have ate those pizzas?
The Africans.
Justin, what are some of your fitness ideas or ideologies that you use on a daily?
So I would say when I'm doing workouts or applying myself in the gym, I'd say I do 3 consistent workouts and 4 new workouts, so that I'm always striking the right muscles. Because if you do the same exercises, your body get used to the same. They don't shock the muscle as much.
So how would you say that working out benefits your life in 2025, or just in the future in general?
Cardiovascular work improves your heart.
That's fair. Okay. Would you say that working out also improves your confidence?
Yes, because you statistically look better.
Okay.
He's right.
And statistically, and what is it? Objectively,
Objectively, you look better.
Looking better as well. What would you say about people who don't work out but are still feeling on top of the world?
They should work out.
Definitely.
I am going to have to disagree. I do believe that yes, working out. Okay, you'll feel
Are you telling
better.
people to die faster?
All I'm saying is that whatever somebody wants to do with their body, do it. However, I would say yes, working out is definitely healthy, but I will not say that if you don't work out that, you know.
So last episode, that kid you told to
I was too a kid myself.
Did you tell him to delete his character?
Yes, I did.
Topic.
Okay, okay.
I did. I did in fact say that.
No, go ahead. My bad.
I'm just saying, despite what you look like, now working out is definitely good, and it'll definitely help out with the, you know, the mental and definitely the physical because you're working out. But despite what you're looking at or looking like, should not necessarily dictate, you know, where you go. There's just people like fucking
Wally.
Who?
You ever seen Wally?
Yeah, the robot.
Yeah, you ever seen the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, Wally. I was at Molly.
Wally.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
Do you think everybody should be like that, even if they feel great?
But was he sad?
No. You remember the movie?
No, I don't.
At the end of the movie, where they were showing all the people,
all the humans.
Yeah.
I mean, no, and I don't think everybody should be like that.
I'm saying they were happy though. They were happy. They were eating. They were great. Do you think everybody should be like that because they're all happy?
No, I don't necessarily. But I do say that everybody has the choice to do whatever the hell they want to do. So if one of those people on that spaceship chose to work out and stay in shape, cool. But like as you can see, they were big and they were thriving. I'm just saying.
I think people should work out because they'll live longer.
That is definitely true. What if somebody doesn't want to live longer?
I think they have mental health issues and they need to get that checked out.
If you want to be the guy, I am confident you should be all around. That means confidence, fitness, business, and being a good person overall.
Do you think so you agree that fitness does improve your confidence overall?
Oh yes, absolutely, 100%.
So do you agree with him that people should want to die sooner?
Well,
The number one reason people die in America is, from what I'm understanding, is
obesity?
Heart disease. Obesity, yes, heart disease.
I will share this with you guys. I do not have the best heart.
So
why would you encourage it then?
So why would you encourage it? Do you want to die sooner?
Nah, he just wants. Nah, I know what it is. I know what it is.
Right there.
He just wants all the women to himself. He's gonna make sure all the guys stay fat so he can get all the women to himself.
Are you selling these people a false prophecy?
No, I think that everybody should. Hey, everybody has the freedom to do whatever the hell they want to do with their body. I'm just saying that.
What does that have to do with reaching your fitness goals?
Well, what if their fitness goal isn't even a fitness goal? Maybe a mental health fitness goal.
Guys, if you take that advice, this is why you're not achieving your goals in 2025.
All right, you know what? Fine. Let me change my whole perspective on this.
Don't change it. Stand on it.
Look, if you stay lazy and you don't get up and do what you need to do because your body doesn't function properly, you're not going to be able to achieve your goals. Don't follow this, please. For the love. I don't want to end up like Wally, please.
It's like I'm playing devil's advocate.
I don't want to be sitting there with the roach. No, not the roach.
Me personally, I don't feel like I should be the biggest bodybuilder, but in shape and able to do stuff.
No, that's
sure.
not what we're saying. We're saying I want you to be able to go up the stairs without breathing heavily. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I can say no to the honey bun. I am saying that yes.
I'm falling.
I will make the healthy choice and drink the water. The water.
Water is 70% of your body fluids.
So like
I'm not saying become a 300-pound jacked steroid person.
And you can be happy at 300 pounds.
Yeah, you can be happy.
But are you? Are you becoming complacent?
You're not satisfied.
Complacent.
And guess what? If you're not in shape and you're trying to become rich and a businessman, I ain't gonna respect you. Nobody's gonna respect you. You think if you don't have the discipline, no, you don't have the discipline to lift a single weight or walk on that treadmill. You want me to trust you with my money? You want me to trust you with my $1 million business?
But I'm pretty sure there's a lot of.
No. If you can't create a system for yourself to even get up and go to the gym, to get out and walk in nature, to look at things, if you can't even get out your bed in the morning, how do you think I should be able to allow you to work in my business?
But that's just assuming that people who are overweight or not at the
obesity is the #1 cause of death in the United States of America.
Okay, well that's the United States
cancer.
problem. But I'm just saying.
Where do you live, Keontae?
I live in the United States, yes.
And do you have heart problems?
Yes, but not because I'm obese.
Sure. You sure about your path you're trying to live on right now?
Look, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna be in shape.
Oh my god!
I'm just saying if somebody doesn't want to, I ain't gonna knock them. And I feel like there's a bunch of successful, bigger people.
Your real friends will shame you every time.
That's fair.
Justin, why didn't you go to the gym today? I was tired.
What if my ambition was to be the fattest person in the world?
That is not a goal.
Your ambition is going to have you die at an early age.
Heart disease.
What if my ambition was to die at an early age?
That is
then
not
you
an
need
ambition.
to get then you need to go get that checked out.
That
with
is a mental disability.
And if you're using our sponsor, BetterHelp.
Yeah, BetterHelp.
Slash.
No, but like, obviously not force anybody to go to the gym, but I would say you should at least eat properly so you don't, get heart disease.
Drink water.
I indeed was playing devil's advocate. I do agree that you should be in shape. It'll help you live a little longer.
At the very least, be able to get up out your bed.
Yeah.
Because he ain't going to be able to do none of this stuff we just talked about
1 minute.
if you can't even get out your bed.
Like those job descriptions say, are you able to lift 50 pounds?
It's 70. But,
I
swear it's 50.
Yeah.
It's 70. It was 70.
We're going to put this document or whatever job description thing up on the screen right here, and we're going to see if it says 50 or 70. So I'm going to pretend like it says 50 right now. I told you. Anyways.
I said it was like this. I disagree.
30 seconds.
Anyways, we spoke nothing about mental health. So
wait, what?
That was not the topic.
That was not the topic.
What fitness? And then you say here, here and
you're right. Fitness in your mind.
I mean, mental health is different for different people. Like, for instance, statistically speaking, men speak their mental problems out physically, and women do it, mentally. So like we'll be like, damn, that really hurt me. That hurts my heart. We'll say stuff like that. But girls, for instance, will be like, I just can't get over it. It's hurting my head.
What's the next one?
There.
That was it?
I didn't plan for this. Kevin, you're not keeping me here all day, right? I have work to go to in the morning. Please.
That was it?
Kevin, please. Let me out of here.
So do you have any honorable mentions at all?
My honorable mention is getting out of this room.
Was that all your topics, Mr. Rosary?
Why am I the only one with topics? They've been keeping me here at gunpoint. You saw that first video. Hey guys, it's Jay Rose here. Back at it again with another video. It's me in the future. Alright, I just want to say a quote for you guys to strive to do a little better.
I'd say that's something that's holding people back from being their most successful self in 2025 or just in life in general is ignoring their mental health. See, it's common for people, especially people of our generation, we're all Gen Z here, to think, especially the men of Gen Z, or just the men in general.
I mean, ask any woman if she would choose her car over her children, and she'd take the kids any day, whereas I would question a lot of men out there, quite frankly.
Tracy, I can't believe what I just heard you say. There's a reason that
women live longer, Mark. Let me tell you. It is because we are stronger and we are happier at the end of the day than most men, and that is factual, and you know it.
When men are married to women who scream like you, they just want to die sooner.
To ignore the mental health, and when you're going through something, you'll be like, man, I don't need to talk about it. I got to stay strong. If I complain, I'm weak. But I feel like talking about your stuff and talking about your problems to trusted people, friends, families, loved ones, maybe even a therapist, you can actually alleviate some of that stress on you. I mean, that's pretty obvious, and it is obvious, but
I think you should also be used to being alone.
see, that's also the thing. I don't think you should be alone, because isolating yourself.
Sometimes it's not a choice, Keontae. Sometimes it's not a choice.
But there's always a choice to make it better.
There is always a choice to be better. But some people, like you said, mental health, have social anxiety.
But like
they
you
don't
said-
go up to people and talk to them.
But
I'm
like-
not saying I'm like that. I'm not saying you're like that. I'm not even saying like
Oh, he
that
did.
other guy's like that. I mean, he is the other guy. But I'm saying that some people should get used to just being alone, because sometimes you don't have family. Sometimes you don't have good friends, people who look out for you when you're down. And sometimes you don't have that significant other to help you out when you're short on something, or I don't know.
Yeah, but
Sometimes I think you should really spend your time understanding how it is to be yourself with yourself. And then when people come around you, like your friend, like new friends or
it's my mother, guys.
all right, so I think when you are alone, you don't have friends, you don't have family, or you don't even have a significant other or anything like that, or even a pet. I think you should be used to riding that path alone, because sometimes the hardest points in your life might be the most satisfying, the most gratifying, and the best way to become yourself.
So-
That means you, Keontae. If you are alone and people don't answer you, they don't talk to you, they don't worry about your problems, and you feel like you're alone, Keontae, maybe you should work on those parts of yourself that can't be established by other people around you.
Don't worry, James. I'll always be there.
See, I also feel like being alone, yes, it is good. You shouldn't be okay with being alone. However,
I mean, like in your own skin, like you have to be okay with being to yourself, because sometimes there just isn't people around you. So you shouldn't be panicking to yourself, because that's when you start, going downhill. You should be okay with walking your path alone sometimes.
yeah, you can walk your path
And-
alone, but there's always that point in time where you're just gonna have to let it out.
I mean, I agree and disagree with both of you, to be fair. Number one, because I believe to be a successful male, you need a group of friends, 100%. But I also understand that, we all have different roles in life, Alexander might build the base of the house, I might frame the house, and then Jay might do the finishing touches. We all did our own paths, but we all come together at the end, because no matter how successful you want to be, you will 100% need a team. There's nobody here in this world who's done everything successfully on their own. As much as people want to say, I did it by myself. No, you didn't. We did it as a group. Kind of like we're doing this right now.
And you were born as a group. Your mom and your dad,
And I'm not even saying your full potential is perfect, by the way, because your full potential is very well not perfect, but it could be the best version of you can ever be. So that means when you're working on yourself, when you're alone, when you're cooking in your bedroom, and you're just clicking the TV, and you're like, damn, you're just clicking the TV over and over again, trying to find a new channel, and you don't know what to watch. You could be outside working on things for yourself. You could be networking. You could be talking to other people, and those people might not be your friends or your family or your pets or your significant other or whatnot. But that's what I mean when I say alone. Just because you have people around you doesn't mean they're your people. You know what I'm saying? So you, for instance, you can go in a store. A lot of people in that store. That person might say hi to you every day, but that ain't your person. That's a person that you happen to know.
He's right. The ladies at the Best Buy, my local Best Buy, they know who I am. I'm like, I don't even remember you guys. They'll be like, yeah, you come here all the time. They be knowing me.
So, although I agree that you should go looking out for people, you also got to realize that you're going to be walking a path alone, that you might not have people that you can trust, that you can lean on, that will help you improve your goals.
Hurtful.
By yourself.
I try to
Don't
be there
interrupt me.
every day.
Don't interrupt me. I say you should focus on your path and focus on things that improve your path.
Why?
What do you think you should work on in 2025 to better yourself? Specifically you.
Personally, I think I've said this in the prologue episode as well. I need to focus on loving the man in the mirror.
Okay.
I need to increase that confidence in myself. I mean,
anything outside of yourself that you feel like you need to focus on, like not just you, but like something like external, like I don't know, you want to become a better cameraman, you want to like become a director, I don't know, what do you want to work on? Do you want to help?
I want to work on getting 1,000 subscribers and 5,000 hours of watch time on this podcast.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. Yes,
in order to do that, we're going to need help from you guys. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, and if you have any comments about this video, leave it in the description. Fuck! Shit!
Not the description, guys.
Oh my God.
He meant to say in the comment section. That part under the description. The description is pretty nice. You should read that too. We got our Instagram plugins. We got our YouTube plugins. We got the TikTok coming on the way, and we got those Instagram shorts coming on the way. I'm just saying, guys. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What can I say? We're not much, but we're just the other guys. Anyways, make sure you guys like, subscribe, leave a comment in that comment section. And yeah, that's what I would do.
If you subscribe, we can get Keontae a haircut. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I really need that haircut. And just for 1 subscribe a day, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe a lot of them, you could really help a poor man like me get a haircut anytime I want to. Thank you.
Nobody cares about you.